I'm Carly Applin taking in America's game, and this is the Summer of Softball.
Our slice of summer on Softball 360 starts with the selection of spots on Team USA, who will earn the right to represent America in the Pan American Games. Go one-on-one with the champ as Champ Denny Crine looks ahead to a possible fourth title and looks back at an epic slugfest with Jose Canseco. Later, Venus Taylor shares softball secrets on finding the sweet spot at bat. Does the early bird get the worm? Carly Applin reports from one of the first ASA tournaments of the season, Corky's Early Bird. Those stories in round 2 of the ASA USA Challenge. Softball 360 presented by the ASA starts right now.
Greetings, sports fans, and welcome to Softball 360. I'm Carly Applin, your guide to all things softball. We're on our summer road trip on location in Edmond, Oklahoma. And up first, we're going to follow some young up-and-comers with the hopes of representing Team USA in Argentina and the Pan America Games. Let's pick up the action in Altamont Springs, Florida, as they put together Team USA.
The long journey to earn a coveted spot on Team USA began back in January. On this day, 25 hopefuls showed up in Florida, playing to impress scouts and coaches for the opportunity to represent the USA.
1, 2, 3, USA!
The best of the best in fast pitch earn the right to represent America in the Pan American Games World Championship qualifier to be held in Argentina.
And we're out there, we got the stars and stripes on. And I remember just the goosebumps, you know, and it was real and playing for the country, and it's a big deal, you know, it means a lot. And, you know, things change when you put that jersey on versus, you know, playing other weekends, and it's a completely different experience.
For the first time this season, Team USA will be led by Denny Bruckett. In his first year as head coach, Bruckett is a veteran of several Pan American Games.
Pan American Games, to be honest with you, is a very exciting situation. It's a lot like the Olympics. I mean, it's an experience if you've never been for these kids, and I think we got a real good shot to go with a good veteran squad and mix the kids in with it. But there's a lot of guys that haven't been to a Pan American Game or an ISF World Championship that's going to make this squad, and it's exciting for them, and it's exciting for me, and keeps me young too.
Plenty of tradition on Team USA. They've earned 5 world championships and 7 trips to the finals in the Pan Am Games.
We want to come home with a medal, and that's the ultimate goal. And for young kids that haven't known about fast pitch softball, it's a great game to get into. I highly encourage it.
This year, they feel the need for speed. Quickness is what will bring home the gold for USA.
We're probably the best speed team here, I mean, to be honest with you. Some of them are young and they got other things to learn, and I'm trying to bring back some ball players that can do that, put down the bunt, to hit and run, to steal.
And the players quickly backed Coach up.
Oh, Denny's going to most definitely bring a winning attitude and that competitiveness. He wants to win, the guys want to win, and we're going to fight for him.
Coach Bruckert, he is a class act. It's the little things that he does. Very reputable in the softball community. He's very relaxed when it comes to the players, and he helps keep everybody down and calm, and, you know, just go play ball. We're all here for a reason, right?
The next chapter for Team USA unfolds in South Bend, Indiana this August. The roster will be cut to just 17 lucky players. Who will make the squad? Full coverage right here on Softball 360.
Good luck to those softballers on their next chapter. Up next, our feature reporter Venus Taylor has her next chapter on upgrades to your game and beyond.
The attributes it takes to be a great hitter are you have to be able to generate force into the ball with good bat speed. Once you get to contact, you want to be in a palm up, palm down position. From there, you want to be able to swing all the way through the plane of the pitch and finish high.
Thanks, Venus. That is good stuff. Now, viewers, if you have a tip, tournament, or a to-do for us to cover, make sure to check us out on softball360.com or usasoftball.com. And of course, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. More to come on Softball 360. We'll be right back.
When Softball 360 returns, check in with the champ as Denny Crine embarks on what could be a history-making season. Check out the ASA Spotlight game as we preview one of the largest tournaments in the world. And from home plate to the dinner plate, just how many Corky's pork patties can a softballer chow down? Softball 360 is brought to you by ASA USA Softball, the national governing body of softball in the U.S. By Easton Sports, there is a difference. The difference is Easton. By Mikan Sports, elite equipment for the elite player. Mikan Sports. By DeMarini. Upgrade your game with the DeMarini Stadium CL22 and Flipper Aftermath. And by OfficialGear.com, the one-stop shop for umpires and officials.
Welcome back to Softball 360. What time is it? It's Stadium Power Tour time, and we're right on time for Denny Primetime Crine. Let's catch up with the champ who holds the title of best home run hitter in the land.
Meet Mikan's big man, Denny Grand Slam Crine. Stepping to the plate at 6'6" and nearly 300 pounds. DC blasted his way to 3 Stadium Power Tour championships, and this season heads into uncharted territory, working for a 4th title.
I mean, I've done it 3 times, so who says I can't win it a 4th time? So, not really any pressure.
Crine's very good. His is consistency, but he's very consistent. He's good at this event, but he's not going to repeat because one of us is going to win.
DC was one of the first athletes to have a signature Mikan bat, the DC 41 Supermax.
Every year we're coming up with new and better designs. Our engineers are top of the game. It's probably the best bat that I've swung since I've been with Mikan.
Mikan's always getting the players' input. You know, they're always asking Denny and I, you know, what our feedback is, you know, on the field. They want to put the best product out there and what we feel the most comfortable with.
Denny earned his reputation with this definitive stroke, the classic Crine swing, and it's been described as flawless. Earlier in his career, Denny played for the White Sox till an injury sent him to the dugout. DC still takes on MLB stars. Few will forget the epic battle with 6-time All-Star and 2-time World Series vet Jose Canseco.
It's going to be a close contest. If it's tied at the end, we're going to make him hit the ball the other way.
Crine versus Canseco, 2 of the greatest home run hitters on the planet, going blow for blow, and the ultimate slugfest for charity. Despite being a home run machine, Canseco is in awe of Crine and his legendary swing.
Have you ever seen this man hit? He's so consistent, it's amazing. He's what you call smooth power. He puts just enough technical swing behind it with the backspin, hit the ball 500 feet.
The speed and power of Jose is on display, and he's within 2 points of Crine. Can he do? Nah, no way, Jose. Crine wins. Crine wins. Denny also shares the softball spotlight with the Fallen, an all-star softball team that honors injured military veterans. One of the Fallen is Len Anderson. While on patrol in Afghanistan, Len and his K-9 companion ran into a series of IEDs.
You know, I was over doing combat patrols with some of the infantry guys, and, you know, I had a bad day. We found what we were looking for, but it went off before we could react to it. Softball's one big family, so whether you're on another team or whether you're on, you know, this team, it's really nice to see how they embrace, you know, what happens, and they push you. They don't treat you any different. Hey, if you're gonna ball, you're gonna ball. So come out here ready to play. And that's what I like. I don't want to be treated any different. I want to come out here and play ball.
Anytime you see him, you know, out there with the prosthetic, catching balls, catching ground balls, he's great from a motivation standpoint. You know, not feeling sorry for himself, but getting up and motivating himself and motivating other people.
The Power Tour season opener is just around the corner. Here's a sneak peek at what you have to look forward to. Batter up.
The season opener is in Houston, followed by a big Friday night at the home of the Reds. The Power Tour then heads south with slugfests in Atlanta, Tampa, and the home of the Texas Rangers. Get ready for the showdown in Motown, followed by softball night at Petco Park. Then it's long haul trucking night at Target Field, and the regular season wraps up at the home of the Cardinals in St. Louis. The Power Tour finals are good to go in Fort Worth the same weekend as the ASA Super. When we return, the ASA Spotlight is on the other Dakota, the one north of South. And then round 2 of the ASA USA Challenge, as DeMarini's Bubba Brungart is put to the test.
Welcome back to Softball 360. I'm your host, Carly Applin. Now let's get up to speed on the ASA Spotlight game. Ready, set, you bet.
ASA Spotlight games feature great competition and facilities, the support of the community, and the intangible softball spirit. All those elements are on display at the wonderful world of McQuaid's. For close to half a century, McQuaid's has been one of the largest tourneys in the world. More than 450 teams flock to Bismarck, North Dakota. Led by an all-volunteer organization, all this effort is for charity. Close to $100,000 is raised and stays in the local community.
As a North Dakotan, and especially if you live around Bismarck, there's really 3 holidays a year. McQuaid's, opening pheasant, opening deer. Christmas and all that is along in there, but those are 3 events that families look forward to.
This whole event over 2.5 days, not even 2.5 days, is so overwhelming. We have a banquet in August where we give away the charity funds, and I bawl like a baby. I'm not even gonna lie. It gives me goosebumps, literally.
All classes of softball are on display, including all-stars from the United States military.
The North Dakota National Guard is very appreciative of what McQuaid's has done for us when we're deployed overseas. And it shows what great ambassadors the citizens of North Dakota are to everybody throughout the world.
McQuaid's is a tourney that transcends the sport. More than a softball celebration, it continues to give back and create memories for a lifetime.
I cannot wait till Saturday night. Saturday night at 9:30 is an undefeated game of the AB. And this place, it's the only game, we did it on purpose, and this place will be rocking. There'll be, I bet 5,000 people here. It'll be fun.
The 2014 edition of McQuaid's is set for June 26th through 28th with full coverage right here on Softball 360.
From the spotlight to a challenge, the USA Softball Challenge. Our competition continues, and the logical follow-up, fun and games. I'm with Bubba Brungart, who's going to take the USA Softball Challenge. You are Team USA. What is your strategy for the challenge today?
Well, I'm going to try to make it in the first shot on every challenge. I'm going to get really good form on my push-ups. I'm going to try to beat Mike's 36 seconds.
You feel confident about beating that time?
I feel pretty darn good, yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Ready, go!
Oh, got one.
Ow!
How are you feeling? Pretty good. Okay. I gotta go. I almost missed a grapefruit.
Bubba?
Yeah?
39.5. How are you feeling after that challenge? How were you so successful out there?
It feels good to win. I'm pretty happy. I'm winded. Tried really hard, but I feel good.
Well, congratulations. Great time.
Still ahead, we're in the cement tent. to see how fast these softballers can chow down Corky's pork patty. Softball 360 is brought to you by ASA USA Softball, the national governing body of softball in the U.S. By Combat Sports, not all bats are created equal. By Evil Sports, the best softball on the planet is evil. evilsports.com. By bpathletics.com. For the best service and price, bpathletics.com. By softballcenter.com, the site for major softball news. And by officialgear.com, the one-stop shop for umpires and officials.
Softball 360 is the show, and America's sport of the summer is what we're talking about. Let's head up north to Minnesota and find out if the early bird does indeed get the worm at Corky's Early Bird Tournament. Take a look.
It's a softball rite of spring in the upper Midwest, Corky's Early Bird. One of the first big tournaments of the season. While some teams shake off the rust, most come ready to play. This is year 35 for Corky's, and the tourney continues to grow, with 160 teams from 10 states in the hunt for a victory.
It's like a national tournament for every division of play, and it's, for some of them, the first weekend of the year. I always say it makes as many teams as it breaks as many teams. The teams that are coming into it with high hopes and don't do so well, they sometimes end up not doing so well the rest of the year. And then there's other teams that didn't expect to be doing so well, that did really well, and it just made their year, and they go on to be really very successful throughout the year.
Corky Eberling created the Early Bird back in 1978. While the sport has changed over the years, what has stayed consistent, the great play and giving back to the community. All the proceeds from the weekend fund local youth scholarships.
And it's for kids that can't afford to play sports. And so this is its largest fundraiser for that fund.
Corky's is also an ASA Super Qualifier. Some of the biggest, baddest, and best teams are here. Time to earn a spot in the ASA Super National in August. Quite simply, a battle of the Titans.
I knew the competition would be good. There's a lot of teams here who play ASA ball year-round. That's what they do, right? So you know you're in for it when you play them. And actually the first little team we played was pesky. They stuck around for quite a while, so I'm expecting some really good competition, absolutely.
The long haul team is full of superstars, Brian Wegman, Bryson Baker. They have a great young infield now, Kevin Bazat, Luis Reyna. You need a good mix of defense, but you also have to have the traditional power that you see in softball. You have to be able to hit your 16 home runs, and then towards the end of the season, you have to be able to hit them on stadium fields.
A great tournament needs fine facilities, and Corky's features 17 fields amid the pines and prairies of southern Minnesota. The host town of Owatonna looks like a Hollywood movie set for a cute and quaint Midwestern town. The centerpiece, an architectural masterpiece, is the National Farmer Bank, a jewel built back in 1908 which features stained glass, terracotta, and draws visitors from around the world. But what powers the town this weekend is on the field. Games go round the clock, and at night, party time in the cement tent. A must-eat at Corky's, the infamous pork patty. More than 6,000 will be consumed by hungry softballers over 3 days.
I've had 6 already this weekend.
The chefs keep it simple. Quality pork, lightly seasoned, over a time-tested grill.
What do you tell people who have never tried one of these pork patties before?
It's a life-changing experience. Once you have one, you'll be back forever.
But what team can eat a pork patty the fastest?
Ready, set, eat.
Go Oregon! Eat that meat! Eat that meat! Eat that meat! Eat that meat!
Gabe is off to a quick start and taunting the others.
Hey, can I get some cheese for this one?
Now back to the field, that's why we came, for some of the best softball in the upper Midwest, courtesy of the ASA.
You're going to see the best teams in the country right here,
And if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere at Corky's. This is awesome. I mean, the teams want to be here, the umpires want to be here. There's a waiting list to be here for teams, and there's a waiting list to be here for umpires. If you take a day off and you can't come to Corky's, you're back on the waiting list, and you don't want to do that.
Love Corky's. Favorite tournament of the year. Yeah, 35th year. Been coming here since I was 8 years old. Just great. Dad played, I played, he played.
Kids are on their way playing soon.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have for you today. Thanks for watching Softball 360. And if you have a tournament or a story for us to cover, make sure to check us out on softball360.com or usasoftball.com. And of course, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time on Softball 360. I'm Carly Applin, and as I like to say, let's get out to the park and play.
Next week on Softball 360, all-access coverage from the Capital City Classic in Edmond, Oklahoma. Get your softball kicks on Route 66. It's the season opener on the Stadium Power Tour as the long-haul Bombers prepare to put the squeeze on at Minute Maid Park, home of the Astros. And what sort of time can we expect from Flip Philby in the latest round of the ASA Challenge? The big man has wheels. See you next week on Softball 360, presented by the ASA.